Barakatay Hawa, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha Kudash, something to consider. Pretty much this is just something based off of some information that's been sent to me by a few different brothers. Just want to touch on it real quick. This is Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And pretty much this is going into, it applies to anyone, but I'm applying it in this case to Esau, who is, pushing this whole system upon the world, which seems to be right in his eyes, but the end of it are the ways of death. And like the scriptures say, they didn't consider their latter end. Now, I want to deal with this song that came out in 1979 called Silicon Sea Hip by Basil Kirchen, right? Now, this song apparently back in 79 is being played on this movie Megan that came out. I'm not sure how long ago it came out. I believe it was pretty recently new. But what I did was, brother sent me the lyrics of this song, and I got them pulled up right here. As you can see, Silicon Sea Hip, Basil Kirchen. And I'm pretty sure brothers have done lessons on this, but it says Silicon Sea Hip, ruling the earth, transforming the world. This is back in 79. It's the year of the Sea Hip, the year of the Sea Hip. I'm your provider. Eliminate wars. New life can start. The future is yours. So pretty much, as you can see, this is something that was written with the intent of pushing the Sea Hip way back then in 79 for this new globalization that we see going on right now. Silicon Sea Hip, ruling the earth, transforming the world. It's the year of the Sea Hip, the year of the Sea Hip. Kids will grow faster, flowers will bloom, but now I'm your minder. Look way past the moon. They're trying to go to the moon, but they can't because they have a limitation. Silicon Sea Hip, ruling the earth, transforming the world. It's the year of the Sea Hip, the year of the Sea Hip. Watch out for black holes. We must go to the stars because they have to set up their satellites up there, and they also have to set up their space stations. Can you mind travel? Dimensions that far. We must be friends, let us be friends. We must be friends, let us be friends. We must be friends. And pretty much this is how you become the friend of the so-called elite, is by taking this Silicon Sea Hip, which is the MOTB. Now, just before I got started, the brother, priest, up and coming young elder Amawang Gabar sent me this based off of some info I had sent to him that was sent to me. And it said, he typed in silicone uses. Use of silicone. The element is a major constituent in ceramics and bricks, being a semiconductor. And this is what you got to understand. When you look at that Sea Hip, right? What you have to understand is there was a lot of work that went into that device. From the glass tube that it was put in to all of the components that are in it, to even the battery in it that recharges itself on its own. All right. So semiconductor, the element is put into use for making transistors. Silicon is widely used in computer Sea Hips and solar cells. So you have the Sea Hips that are made out of this, the glass tube that you see the MOTB in, all right, and many other products that have to do with computer, and many other products that they use silicone for. Now, with this song, when you go to 1979, you go to the video, they have the movie Megan, right? Megan. Now, this was sent to me by the young elder out there in the San Francisco camp, the second in command, which I call Spartacus, because there's a picture of Spartacus that looks just like that brother. And when you look at this, at first you're just saying Megan, But when you look at the E looks kind of funny. Sometimes it's a backwards 3, but in this case, you have 3 lines that is missing the line coming down for the E. Now, he sent me this, right? And here goes a bigger picture of it, Megan official trailer, right? Then you go here, it says Chi is the 14th letter of Greek alphabet. Chi, uppercase, lowercase. Look at the uppercase. What does that resemble, the uppercase of the Chi? It resembles the E in Megan. Chi, the E in Megan. 3 lines equal. 3 lines equal. This is the uppercase E. And that's why they have it here with that and not the other one, because these are all uppercase letters. I wouldn't be surprised if Megan is a acronym for something. So Chi, which is the very first letter in Revelation 13:18, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And the very first word or letter that you see in that is Chi Psi Stigma. Okay, Chi Psi Stigma. And these are all small case. Obviously, they're not using the uppercase as they're using here in the name Megan. And you have the uppercase Chi in the Greek, which are the 3 lines, which is there in the E. And why is it that with that, which is the first letter of the number of the beast, is why do they have this song in there? You know, Silicon Sea Hip by Basil Kirchin. And in there it's telling you that this sea hip is going to rule the earth. It's going to transform the world. This is going to be, Lord's will, this will be the year of the sea hip. The year of the sea hip. It's the provider, eliminates wars. New life can start. The future is yours. Because this is the what? The great read to the set. All right. Now, in this, also the brother sent me some other information based off of this new technology that they have, which he sent me a video like about a minute long, and there was this Edomite speaking about him being a beta producer, meaning that he was like a secondary producer to this new technology called Arkham. As you can see there, it's a pentagon, like a pentagon, 5-sided. I'm not sure what all of that stuff in the middle means, but if you could look at it, these are like stylized 6s, you know? You have 3 of them, 1, 2, well actually you have more than 3, but it's like it looks like a stylized 6. And the word Arkham, this is a, let's see, this is a, what does Arkham mean in Batman? Because that's the very first thing I thought about when I saw the name Arkham, which what this does, it tracks all of these different, I forget exactly how he put it, but it tracks all of these different products or something like that, wherever they're sold and all of that. So that's what this program is all about. And I thought about Arkham from the psychiatric ward in the movie Batman, right? What does Arkham mean in Batman? As Sorav said, Arkham is a psychiatric facility for the criminally insane and home to all the top Batman supervillains. So pretty much this is a facility where they put in the criminally insane who are the enemies to this, pretty much to this system, because that's what they plan on doing. And in a lot of cases, when you go back in the history and you look at individuals like Ezra Pound, he was locked up in a psychiatric ward because he was telling the truth. And it happened so that one of his proteges, which was Eustace Mullins, he was put on a different path than what he had planned of doing the research of everything that's going on in the world, especially dealing with the Federal Reserve and the whole money system. All right, it says, what does the word Arkham come from? Or where does the word Arkham come from? From the Old English erg, bad, evil, root of Erie and Ham village. So bad or evil or Erie village. Found in many places names such as Birmingham, Buckingham, Durham, Nottingham, the Ham part. So we scroll down. It says, is Arkham a demon? Arkham was a scholar, father of lady, and one of the main analogists of Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening, which goes back to Dante's Inferno. He allied himself, it should go back to Dante's Inferno. He allied himself with Virgil in reviving Timon Nigru and worked to become a demon. After a failed ritual involving sacrificing his wife, Kalina Ann, he then gained an alter ego known as the Jester. All right, going into, Arkham, going into Batman, going into that whole thing. But it said that he was transformed and became what? A demon. Because once you receive that C-hip, you're going to be unrecognizable to the Most High. The Most High can't use you no more because you become a demon. You become foreign. You become an alien. You become you have another owner, which would be Esau, the international banking families. That's who you would be. And that was it on that. And let's see, what else do we have here? It says, why is Gotham called Arkham? Right? Environment, Arkham City was called the larger part of Gotham City that was turned into a lawless war zone for the criminals of Arkham Asylum and Blackgate to run free and do whatever they please as long as they did not try to escape. So this is what they're bringing. They're bringing anarchy, which is lawlessness, a war zone, so that can justify them coming in and doing what they got to do. This is why it says in the book of 2nd Ezra 16, I'll leave you with that. And I start around 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, which are who? The Israelites. Going to be the main target in this new world order, in this whole collapse of society and this new resetting. Because the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, are the main threat to these devils' existence and to their future. This is why they're trying to erase the Israelites. They're trying to move the Israelites out because they know that the only way for them to get a chance to get back their birthright and get back into the position or the top position is to remove us. This is why all nations had the idea through conspiracy to not allow that name Israel to come upon us anymore. Because many times in history when the nations came together, they considered that if the Heavenly Father's with these people and they're doing the right thing, there's nothing we could do to them. But as long as we keep them in a lawless state, away from their power, pissing their power off, they will not be able to get the upper hand. And this is exactly what's happening right now. We're getting the upper hand through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this truth, which is bringing back those bones. The dry bones in the valley is bringing them back to life and bringing them back, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to establish them, to set us up as the rightful rulers of the planet Earth once again in the kingdom of heaven, which is soon to come. It says they shall be like what? Madmen sparing none, because they're going to give it all, they're going to give it all they got. They're going to try to keep rising to the top, but the Most High is going to knock them down. That's why it says that the devil he knows that he has but a short time. That's why he's going to come down with this great wrath, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And that's the bottom line. So they're going to come as a flood, but the Lord said that when they come as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. So with that, I pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. Till the next time I say, Shalom.